The Arboretum at Murray State is a fully accessible horticulture display, public garden, and educational laboratory. To help raise awareness about arboretums and other gardens, the facility held their first Celebrate Arbor Day event. The Arboretum at Murray State University celebrated Arbor Day 2012 last month. A fully accessible horticultural display, public garden, and educational laboratory, the Arboretum consists of 5 major parts: open woodlands, savanna, open prairie, oak history forest, and wetlands, plus a display and community garden located on the Pullen Farm. The featured speaker for the Arbor Day event was Dr. Winston Dunwell, noted expert in the world of ornamental horticulture. Dunwell is the Extension Horticulture Specialist for nursery crops at University of Kentucky's Research and Education Center in Princeton, Kentucky. Matt Chadwick, interim manager for the MSU Arboretum, invited Dunwell to speak at the gathering because of his passion and expertise in horticulture.
He represents the entire nursery industry in the state of Kentucky, as he assists them, the nursery industry, with proper pruning techniques, also pest management, and just really any way that they need help. So he really knows a lot about trees, and he really has a passion about trees. So that's why I felt that he was a good person to come speak at this event.
Dunwell's presentation focused on how trees are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also serve as a way to protect our environment.
To talk about the value of a tree, and that is all of the impacts that it has on our environment. And I showed some examples of cities such as River City, particularly Portland, Oregon, where they've stopped water, dirty water from roadways and sewers and storm sewers from running into the Columbia River by planting trees and planting other plants that both slow down the rainfall from hitting the ground and causing erosion that washes into the river, and also trees and shrubs and plants use the water. So then it creates a better environment. The water has a place to go at the base of the tree uses the water, and it doesn't run into the river. So a lot of these cities are now embracing use of plants to control their stormwater. Many major cities are, but even small cities are considering it, like Murray, Paducah, adding plants to their environment to enhance the livability in their community.
Dunwell also gave a brief history of Arbor Day, from its simple beginnings as a way for a few nurseries to sell more products to a day of national celebration.
Yeah, Arbor Day was something established by, actually I believe it was a nurseryman, although I don't know that for sure, back in the early 1900s. And it was kind of to sell some plants. I don't think it had all the environmental focus that it does now. It was more for shade and developing a canopy of trees to make life more agreeable in city environments primarily. But it's now become a nationally dedicated day. It's supported by all the arbor societies, which is the International Society for Arboriculture, different people that work with trees, and they strongly encourage Arbor Day activities. State governments are involved with Arbor Day. The state of Kentucky officially names Arbor Day, so it's different days in different states. But it's become a great activity to have people think about trees and plant trees and appreciate them. Many times we take them for granted. They're there. We have something like our ice storm a number of years ago, and first thing you know, we're saying, oh my gosh, we've lost the trees around our home, or we don't have them around our campuses in different places, and so we miss them, and now we realize, well, we should plant more to take the place of those that we lost. And it helps create an awareness of that type of thing and make people think about that tree in their yard that the kids played on when they were little and has gotten to be big and provide shade and is a part of their lifestyle.